Alright, anyway, let's go. Maybe I won't even be able to do that tonight in its entirety. Hopefully there's like a break point.
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time.
Again, I assume I have no context. For me, I guess this is not a spoiler because I have no idea what the heck this is.
Possibly longer than any records in existence.
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat.
Ooh, Nahida.
Dragon King?
We were victims of the apocalypse. We also became the apocalypse.
I don't want to
itself.
pause because it's already too long. Isn't this related to the wish ups?
After experiencing the apocalypse?
What?
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
Wish ups and the dragons, right? It's all related.
Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
The heck is that? That looks like a weekly boss. That's a new one, right? That's a new one. Yeah, that doesn't look like the world boss.
Death and the world
Ah,
around us all
Orochimaru,
follow a
here he
set
is.
of laws.
That's quite a drop. Jeez.
A bitter pill to swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
I have to say one thing. I am so used to Orochimaru being such a badass scientist using snakes that like his voice just doesn't fit in my head. I am
Feast your eyes!
Oh, it's okay.
Watch and learn!
He is smacking. That's Mundo. He is smacking people with his suitcase. It's Mundo.
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Ah, all familiar faces. Interesting. So hold on, this is the first time I'm watching one of these. I have no idea how it works.
Wow.
Awesome!
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.6 special program.
4 devs?
Wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today.
Oh, it's the
and
voice
we
actors.
even have more hosts than usual. So why don't we go
Wait,
around
that's the
and
voice
take a
So
moment
they
to
are
introduce
that's the voice
ourselves.
actors of
Sure thing. Hey everybody.
That's
it's so good
Nahida?
to see you all again. I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida. I'm
That's-
so excited to finally
that's
be
so
back and share
cool.
new content with
What
all
the
of
heck?
you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anjali Kunapaneni, and I'm the voice of Dory. Thank you for always supporting the business
This is
of Lord Sangama Bay with your shine.
This is how they do updates? Why is this so much better than what Riot does? Even though, to be fair, Riot's updates with their transparency, awesome. Why is this so much better?
Mora.
And I'm Sean Dury, the voice of Baizhu from Boo Boo Pharmacy. Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days
They
have
actually get the
symptoms
voices!
persisted?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, doctor. But I do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little chibi.
Oh, so it's
Hello.
scripted.
Aw,
Okay, I
me
guess.
too.
Okay.
Anyway, I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters pop up in the game by
So
now.
it's like a so it's like a
True.
radio
Yeah,
show. It's
You've all been
scripted,
a
but
part
it's
of the
live.
traveler's journey
Live.
at some point or another.
That's right. And we'll be seeing everyone again to experience some new stories together in the upcoming
Yeah,
version.
not any
Yeah, I can't
cringe.
wait.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not
You know,
used to
I think
this.
we're ready to jump into some upcoming content.
I am not used to
like,
people being
I
in
don't
their
know, one of
character
our
and
new
it not being
playable
cringe.
characters in version 3.6. Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baizhu.
Oh yeah, it's pre-recorded.
Baizhu?
It's
Baizhu?
live.
Subtle Sean.
Nice.
What I mean by live is that they are doing it in one take, but they are following a script. because you can't. It's hard to actually edit it. I mean, there are some edits, but it's hard to edit it together when you have 4 people talking at the same time.
I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in. So let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime,
I use the code. I use them all.
Be able to check out some details. About
it always
the
appears somewhere on
3.6
Twitter, so I
event
just
wishes.
snatch it.
Sounds good.
I use this one. Hold on. Oh, so this is the next banner, right? That's what it is. Yeah, we phase 1. I know that Nahida is good. I'm going free to play. I told people I have a single rule that breaks my free to play rule. My only rule that breaks it is if John Lee or the Balladeer are up. I will actually pay to wish for them. And like screw everything else because I like the 2 characters and I want to have fun. Everything else I'm willing to give up on, sure. But if John Lee or the Balladeer are up, I am wishing for them. Because having fun in this game has more value to me than a made-up challenge. But yeah, I'm just... I could using my free-to-play resources.
Also
I
sometimes
could
stream
pull
on
for
Twitch and
Nahida.
play with each other. Zack, for example, usually talks with the current character's VA while summoning.
See, it's like Mordog.
When on the road,
He's also talking
one
in his
should
voice
take
while
ample
summoning.
time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about
Wait, he's Millie?
aren't you? The doctor will see you now.
So he's a Millie Catalyst user.
Taking a turn for the better.
That's cool. Is that unique or short range? So there's like a little bit of a...
Okay, that snake was awesome. Also, its design totally popped up on Baizhu's shield.
I like that.
Well, I'm afraid of snakes, but Chung Chung sounds so cute.
Yeah, me too. And also, random thought, but isn't Baizhu the first male character with glasses?
Oh, wow. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Personally, I love his voice. Think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple pants.
Not biased at all.
You really can't. You know what? Okay, let's talk
I don't
about
have purple
Baizhu.
pants,
Baizhu is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at healing his patients. His abilities have helped
it's a
Boo Boo Pharmacy
supporty.
make a reputation for itself in Liyue Harbor. But most importantly, Baizhu is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated to helping the world. He tends to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their...
If he's a peer support, isn't the point that he's supposed to be really good at applying Dendro? Otherwise, he's just gonna be outplayed by Yo-Yo and stuff?
Wealth or status.
Because he's Dendro, right?
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
I don't know what he does. I'm just guessing.
Did you think he was?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his
But
own
Nahida is more of an
nefarious
offensive
plan.
support.
You know,
is
like,
Nahida not
I can save you, but for a price.
I guess he just seems kind of mysterious like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit, but sorry, he isn't quite the suspicious doctor like you imagined. In fact,
Because no, isn't
he's actually
Nahida
a trusted physician among the people of Liyue
off
Harbor.
DPS?
Everyone
Or
prefers to go
sub-DPS?
see Dr. Baizhu, no matter how serious the
Yeah, she's not
problem
a
may
full
be.
support.
But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
Or we
I
can do
know
both,
people
yeah.
say that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baizhu as well?
Well, Baizhu's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, travelers will have to check him out in-game to learn more about his story. So, zip, that's all you hear out of me.
Okay, well,
Again, Orochimaru is such a great character. I would expect a dark twist to how he's healing people. Like, I don't know, freaking let the snake like poison people and like extract the anti-venom and stuff like that.
no matter what
I want to see
happens,
something like
I
that.
just hope that he'll be able to take care of himself.
Me too.
Nahida as shotgun support.
Chi-Chi, maybe he's experimenting on Chi-Chi. I'm still GT. Thank you for 100 BTs.
Besides his health, Baizhu also has some other
It is a
troubles to
shotgun
worry
support,
about.
yeah.
For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral
Because
parlor.
Chi-Chi
On
can't
top of
die.
that, poor little Chi-Chi is terrified of Hu Tao.
Oh,
so
that
there
makes
are
sense.
some days where Baizhu
That makes
really
sense.
has his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like something that Hu Tao would do.
As fate would have it, Baizhu's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same master. But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their separate ways.
Oh,
Their
interesting twist.
differences were passed
Like
down
that.
to their apprentices,
I like
which
that.
has led to Baizhu and Hu Tao's different views. In version 3.6, travelers will be able to play through Baizhu's story quest to hear some of Baizhu's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
Interesting. I can't wait to check it out.
In his
character.
search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baizhu will often choose to test new medicines on himself. As you spend time with Baizhu in the field, you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and interact with certain
he
harvestable
heals.
items, which will heal your current active character.
Ah, cool.
Since Baizhu is a doctor, I think it's pretty safe to say that most of his combat abilities are focused on healing, right?
Yep,
That is
that's
actually
right.
cool for
Baizhu's
exploration.
treatment in battle is usually performed in 2 steps.
Oh.
Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores HP to his
that's a snake.
teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not
So he does spread around Dendro then.
only will it provide healing, but
It
it
is
will
a little
also
bit
deal
slower than
dendro
Hidado.
damage to enemies. Baizhu believes that even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always
It
be
is
saved.
slower. It is
Sweet.
slow because
Looks
Nahida
like
can
we'll
do
be
it
able to try out
instantly.
some new team compositions with him in mind.
For sure.
Ah.
Well, all right, I think that's all we have for Baizhu, so let's move on to our next playable character. I bet many travelers already know him well.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
All right, Dr. Mundo smacking people with suitcase.
Come at me! Breaking new ground!
Snaky boy, snaky boy. I can imagine playing that one. That one looks cool. This one,
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Did you see him make dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
Yeah, that was
Al hates
crazy.
him.
And the toolbox,
Roommate,
he has
hug.
some cool accessories. I am jealous.
you mean
Oh, yeah.
Alzheimer's?
I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
You mean Alzheimer's roommate?
Okay, so since Kaveh has
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
connections with Dory,
Oh, he's a
I'll introduce him.
4-star.
Kaveh is an architect and has this keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum
remember, don't
opus
worry.
is the Palace of Alcazar.
I remember walking into
which
them
is
too,
crazy coincidence
at the
where
end of the
Dory
Sumeru
lives.
story.
And his designs not only provide the required functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them
Didn't they break up at the end of the story?
feel unique and noteworthy.
Or were they
He sounds
just
like a genius,
angry?
so he must be pretty
And they didn't
successful.
really do it.
Well, he doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending.
Because one of
like
them
you might
threatened that
imagine.
they are gonna leave.
It's actually kind of the opposite. He hardly has enough more to survive.
Mood.
Okay, so he's broke. Interesting. Why is
John
that?
Lee, I see.
Well, it kind of comes down to Kaveh's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people, which may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaveh, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children, and he'll practically hand over his Mora. Like all of it.
Wow, what a nice but gullible guy.
Yeah. And on top of that, he doesn't limit himself with the cost of construction. And take the Palace of Alcazar as an example. Maybe only a real maniac architect like him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
Can I just say, the reason why these updates flow so well is absolutely because of the voice actors. Bambo Act 4. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. But their voices are just made to be soothing. Like, they are pros. This reminds me of Ekinola when he was reading patch notes for League like years ago. Do you remember that? I don't know. I don't know what he called it. Like epic reading patch notes. What was it called?
Probably these kinds of situations that
It's
have
the
made
same
him become
thing.
roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't like I'll Hate Them and Kaveh polar opposites? We see them bicker all the time.
About what?
Well, Kaveh thinks that I'll Hate Them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kaveh can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kaveh's character a little better now.
Kind of like
So
Freak was
next
saying,
we can move on to some of his
Freak
talents.
isn't the pro
Yeah, for
voice
sure.
actor though. That's the difference.
As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone save some materials when creating furnishings.
I should.
And his mapping abilities
I
might come in
really
handy
need to
during
push
battle.
through
As
more
a
of this
unique and
because I
creative
need
designer,
rank 6 so I
Kaveh
can buy
must
the moon
always bring
thingies.
tools with him. His
The
toolbox,
resin.
named Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its
Nice.
energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage.
That was like
and
meme
increases
material.
Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those dendro
That
cores
sounded
at the
like a
same time.
soundboard.
Kaveh won't be hurt by them. In
Nice.
fact, one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a dendro core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that. Changshang always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
I know, right? Okay, so that should be just about everything we have for Kaveh.
It's like
How
lazy
should I say this?
Demacia. Come on, that's lazy
I think
Garen.
his character has more depth than we expected.
Well, he is
But yeah, the
a
animation is pretty
distinguished
cool.
architect from the Nation of Wisdom, so we shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, and Kaveh will be appearing in the main event for version 3.6, so maybe we give some details about that next?
Oh, okay, I got this one. Our main event for version 3.6 is the Akademiya Extravaganza. In addition to the variety
Another
of
event!
celebrations, the event
Also,
also
wasn't there
serves as
another
a chance
event
for the
released
6
today?
Darshans to compete. The Extravaganza consists of 2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom
what
Gala,
are
the
they?
6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school.
Like honestly, so there is a level at which like FOMO is a thing. Yes, Genshin has a FOMO. I would trade double the amount of FOMO if I had these events in League. If these events were in League, nobody would care about FOMO. Nobody.
Cool. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of
FOMO
the
is
Darshans
so
will be
much
selecting
better
a
than
single
nothing.
member to represent their school in a large competition.
Okay.
Great. So maybe we
I
can
would
talk about
trade
some
it all.
gameplay that travelers can expect to see.
I would trade it all.
It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time. That's a lot.
Yeah, each of the
6
6
different
Darshans
game
will be
modes?
compiling their research to provide fun mini-games for everyone to enjoy. For example, Layla's
We didn't get
Adalanis
one!
Darshan will be setting up
We
an
got
astrolabe
reused
used for
Ruination!
studying astrology at their booth.
What?
When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern is
puzzle
a cute
games.
little fungus.
Aww.
Aw, that does look like fun.
Nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible
There's
materials
a level
to build a
editor!
road that meets certain
They have a
requirements
level
in limited
editor!
space.
Ooh, I'm already getting a lot of ideas for this one. Okay. It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can think of to reach those goals.
Yeah.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty
I know it's not
soon.
new, it's technically housing
They will be
system.
holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully
They have archaeology from WoW! Okay, to be fair, in WoW, everyone hated it. But they still have archaeology!
observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes. With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions.
Sure. Give me a lore minigame. Yeah. You know where we could use that one? You know where we could use a minigame that you play and you get lore? You don't go to a separate website to read like freaking 8,000 books to get lore. No, you play.
If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
Very mysterious.
They have it is interactive storytelling as well.
Spontamod, on the other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the experiment.
This is insane!
Very cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of various creatures and command their movement according to
The
a specific
ruination
rhythm.
is still going strong.
That
We hope you
should
continue
be
to
everything
enjoy
we have
League
for
of
the Wisdom
Legends.
Gala. So which Darshan's events are you all most excited about?
They have Flappy Bird!
Oh, you know, Spontamod, because that's
They
what I'm
have
all
Flappy
about.
Bird!
Combat and battle and victory and never losing. Ever.
Okay.
Never
Confident,
dying.
are we?
Oh,
Wow. I like the star one. I like stars. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm most excited.
I understand
to
why
listen to a
Genshin is so
story,
big. I
because I
understand.
think that's about my speed.
Oh, I get that.
I have
Let's
ascended.
not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still
Mobile
have
game,
the
yeah.
Inter-Darshan Championship.
It's a mobile game!
This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the title of champion.
Oh wait,
Very cool.
that's a free. Hold on, free character. You're gonna pick from these?
Oh, and there is one more thing to mention here. Layla's very own Hangout quest will be arriving with version 3.6,
Ah, no,
so
damn it.
be sure not to miss it.
Because during the
Okay,
Leeway
that's all.
event, that's what you
Yay, we
did.
get to hang out with Layla.
Awesome.
Layla.
Excited to check it out.
During
Okay,
Leeway.
and our next event will also be
No,
taking place
no,
in
sorry, I wasn't actually listening for that part because I was literally stunned by the fact that they are getting 6 events in a single patch.
Meru. Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the Akademiya is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble
Oh,
the
is that where
Waynute
the
Slayer
tornado
cannon,
is?
and repel the wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer Cannon, huh? Wow, yeah, that's quite the name.
Is that the place?
As its name implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be to clear out any monsters nearby
So
and help with the
Waynute?
preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh, yeah. We also have one other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive combat rounds. During each round, the system will randomly activate 1 or more of 4 possible effects.
And another gameplay event on top of that. I love these, to be honest.
At set intervals of time.
I like these.
So I guess it's safe to say that no.
Although
2
I have
rounds
to
will
say,
play the
for
s-
someone who owns a lot of these characters, these are probably not that great, right? Because for people who played like since the beginning, they probably have like their own characters that are better.
Same.
I guess not.
Free primos though.
If the buff you receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine. I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally. And these buff effects are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be returning once again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
In addition to the events we've
Wait,
already mentioned,
double drop for talent thingies. I am still finishing my team so I can start actually pushing for the abyss. I think I'm still missing some talents.
there will
Still.
be one more event
Because
taking place in
baseline,
an
everything
all-new
needs to be at
area.
level 6,
So
right?
First, I think we
That's the
should reveal the
baseline.
new area.
No. But before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good. Oh, but one more note.
Yeah,
we'll
3
have
per
some
day, so
info
that was
regarding
actually
new
last time as
artifact
well.
sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
Oh, new artifact? Okay. Okay. As someone who doesn't even... I haven't even read all of them yet. I don't even know all of them. So here is my take. Hydro bonus damage. So this one, I'm taking this on Candice. No, hold on. What is it? After... One mirror... That will be increased by, and hydro bonus will be increased by. Hold on, yeah, you know that's actually pretty good on her. It's just stacking flat damage. I mean percentage damage. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Hold on, maximum HP on. I'm just gonna another burst by 10%, and after recovering takes damage, their damage is increased by 80%, so up to 90 for the 5 seconds. Independently. Oh. So it is on. This is Atma's Impaler. Impaler. You turn your tanks into damage dealers. Oh, Dia. Oh, Dia. Oh. I mean, it stacks up to 5 stacks and it's independently. So every time. Yeah, that would work on her. Yeah. That would. Hold on, but that doesn't work against shields because you don't take damage. So for example, if I take Candice and I block it with a shield, I technically don't take damage, right? How does that work? You want to take damage, so I guess like Hutao and stuff. I mean Hutao and stuff, it's elemental skill and burst damage. But the pyro damage would still be better, I guess. But then again, freaking stacking up to 5 times. Oh yeah, Hutao is charged attack though.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show an all-new area being added to the
damage,
game.
Though. Isn't it elemental
That's
damage
right,
with E?
and I hope you're all as excited as we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of
80%.
Hadramaveth.
Oh, it's not 90%, it's 80% of the 10%. So it's still flat. Yeah, I was wondering why was that so high. Oh, that's why.
According to legends,
I was wondering why that
it was
would be
one
so
of the main
ridiculous.
rifts that monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago.
Whoa!
And the site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the abyss.
Oh.
Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
Interesting.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there? On second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah. Luckily, we have some little helpers to assist us in our search.
What?
There will be a pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers
That's one
to
thing.
freely...
So, no spoilers, but I haven't unlocked these. I have seen, when I do co-op, like, I saw some people with, like, a floating pet. Is that something I'm gonna unlock late? I don't even know what the... Or is that, like, from past events? So those are from events. So it's not like a spoiler or anything. It's like a reward. It's a cosmetic reward like the glider, I guess. Alright. So it's unobtainable!
Fly across parts of the area, and that's
See,
some
FOMO!
locations that would be impossible on foot.
Gosh darn it.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
Yeah, this will be your chance to fulfill your dream, Zach.
Yes!
After helping Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training.
How come I
You'll
haven't...
guide
Are those rare? Because in the 3 months that I've been playing, I saw none of those.
Sorush to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out. Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during their journey in version 3.6, the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using multiple elements in battle and creating shields for corresponding elements to reduce damage. It definitely looks like it'll...
See, that's spoilers. I like to go into the fights blind, get my ass kicked, so it's content for stream, and then kill it on the second try when I know what's happening.
Be a formidable enemy.
That's not all. We have 2 more interesting enemies that travelers will encounter. The Animo and Hydro Hilichurl rogues.
Whoa,
These
Hilichurl rogues?
are wandering across Teyvat and do not belong to any particular Hilichurl tribe. Sometimes they assist other Hilichurls or tribes in need of help, and they also have a unique combat style.
That's a
Even though
really
it seems
cool
this
enemy.
place is full of new dangers,
That's a really
that
cool
still
enemy.
won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary Dragon of Verdure, Apep, will appear.
It's the boss.
The Dragon of Verdure was once an emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru, but its color later changed to that of yellow
Lord
sand.
teaser.
Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness.
I
Travelers
mean, it's
will be
close
making their way to
to,
the Dendro Dragon's habitat to face it
Storm
in battle,
Terror.
so we must be very careful. The battle will be split into 3 phases. An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight,
Cool.
travelers will need to protect
one.
the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to prevent the dragon's illness from getting any worse.
Huh.
Wait, what?
That's different.
Yes, and in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, we don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection
Yeah.
with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
Oh, for sure. I think there'll be a lot of interesting things for travelers to learn in this one.
I
so
won't even play
be
the
sure to
first
look
one.
forward to it.
Absolutely. And that's about all we have for new content in the upcoming version.
Nahida still, there's so many story quests that I haven't done. Nahida still one of the best characters in Genshin.
But before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music.
It's easily
The
one of the best
second
ones.
album for the Sumeru region, titled The Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
Oh, nice!
Nice, I love the Sumeru region music.
Yeah, I do too. This album is comprised of 3 discs, compiling all the original music that the
I
Hoyo Mix
assume
team
this is something
created
they've done
for the
before.
Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm super excited.
Be sure and pick that.
What about 3.0? Shouldn't, because that was released, shouldn't that be most of the Sumeru tracks?
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Is the port on the last one? Oh, that's it? Okay. Okay. I know that 3.0 is out, that's why I'm asking. Because... Oh, is that it? Is there more? There's something else. I redeemed these before. Also, I am at the point where I'm hitting wall with Mora. I just need Mora. I don't even care about Primos. I don't even care about anything else. I just need Mora to level up my characters so I can finally try, like... So I can finally start giving Abyss, like, serious try. I just need Mora.
Meanwhile,
is that it?
Riot. Make the summer event
Oh,
with
that's-
a new
no.
Lux, Ezreal, Ari skin. We need more. Also have a 50 minutes visual novel that does nothing lol.
Look, I didn't want to be the one who said it.
Alright, so...
I still love the devs. I know that Riot is doing all they can. I'm just gonna say, April Fools. They are teasing something happening on April Fools. That's actually this midnight.
Necrit on Friday?
Ah, yeah. I'm here on Friday. Which, on April Fools, we are expecting big things.
It seems like there's gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking forward to spending more
it's
time
tomorrow.
with Nahida in her new
No,
story
didn't they
quest
say it's like
chapter.
midnight?
And confronting the new Dendro Dragon.
Legitimately, on today, midnight, in a few hours, we could actually try the April Fool's event.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
could do that.
I'm super happy to have gotten to come on this special
The codes
program
expire
today.
tomorrow.
It was my first time. This is
I
so
redeemed
cool.
them all.
And also, that trailer was so cool.
So
Definitely.
It was.
I think it's really cool that people will
It's
get
local
to
time
discover
zone for
more
everyone.
about Baizhu, and that there's more to him than just the man who works at the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
It's got layers.
True that. I'm looking forward to the new area, new playables, and of course, the Akademiya Extravaganza looked super, super fun to me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, this is the end of the special program. It's been so great hanging with you guys.
It was a cool update.
Definitely. Thank you for
Can
having
we have
me
this in
again.
League?
Of course, this is the end. I'll see you guys all in game.
Bye-bye.
Linus tech tips. Alright. They were hacked. Anyway, that's a pretty cool one. What the heck? Why don't we have this in League? Why? Why don't we have this in League?